Okay, good morning, JW. It is Wednesday. What is it? March 25th. It's a B day, if you're keeping track. I'm getting an error message here. Let's see what's going on. Yeah, we'll keep going and see what happens. So, yesterday we talked about some of the things we can do to help us keep organizing ourselves in this digital learning, e-learning platform. One of the things, I was late this morning. The assistant principals, we all get together on Google Meets once every few days to talk about how things are going, things we need to work on, how the feedback the students are giving us, the feedback the teachers are giving us, parents, everybody, to kind of streamline this. So even though we're not in school, we're still having those meetings and trying to organize this in the best way possible. We know it's not perfect. We know that it's a little bit of a change, but we're doing our best to make sure the learning continues. I'm going to say also, hey, following along in the comments, I'm watching them right now. You guys are doing a much better job today. I really appreciate that. As a matter of fact, in our meeting that we just had, I was talking to the superintendent, and he asked how the online piece is going. If anybody's worried about how, streaming and comments and student behavior and all the problems that, online comments can create. And I said the students at JW were amazing. That, I noticed yesterday there were some comments that probably shouldn't have been there, and you guys stood right up. You did what you should have done. So I'm really proud of that. And just so you know, I did share it with the superintendent that you guys did a great job. So keep that up. So one of the things I know that from what your parents are saying and some of the comments that I'm getting is you guys are having a really hard time, or some of you are having a hard time with the organization piece of this. And so today's tip and trick for e-learning is going to be really about how to organize yourself. There are a bunch of different ways to do it, and this is just one way, but hopefully you'll get an idea, so you can build your own. But I'm going to give you an example of me. So what I do is, every morning I like this 9:05 start, even though it didn't start at 9:05 this morning, because it gets me up. I get ready. I put on my favorite hoodie. I'm actually gonna miss being able to wear my favorite hoodies every day when we go back to school, but I'll survive. I get up and I check my mail, my email. I go into the Google Classrooms. I see what's going on. I even check my calendar to see what I have that day, and I make a list. I think you guys could do the same thing. When you're ready to start learning for the day, sit down at your Chromebook, look through your Google Classrooms, see what you should do that day, and make a list, make a to-do list. And in that to-do list, make sure that you schedule in some times for breaks, for movies, for video games, for all those things that we aren't lucky enough to do during the school day, and especially time to get outside on the nicer days, get some exercise. If you're stuck inside all day, figure out a way to do some exercise. There are a bunch of videos online to do that, and I don't know, even if you go to the Go Noodle sites that used to go to an elementary school, that would work. But there are a bunch of ways to do this. Some of you would rather do it on your computers. I don't know if you guys know this, but in the Google Suite that you have, there's something called Google Tasks. It's probably right on the side of your email, but it's like a little yellow icon. If you click that open, you can make a schedule for the day. You can make a to-do list. You can put times in. You can best part for me is you can actually put a checkbox when you finish it, make you feel good like you accomplished something. So check out Google Tasks if you haven't, TASKS. Also, and anybody who's using iOS, if you have your iPhone or iPad, you can go to Notes. I use the note function in there a lot too. That way you can have it, by your phone or your tablet while you're on your Chromebook, and keep your schedule that way. The final way, which believe it or not is still my favorite, is a notebook. I keep a notebook. You can see everything I'm going to be doing for the day is in there. I check it off. I update it. And I like that feeling of actually being able to cross something off the list. It feels good to take that pen and pencil and cross it right off. The other really good part about that is you have a record. And I think that's kind of an important part for a bunch of different reasons. When you create lists, whether it be electronically, digitally, or in a notebook, you have a record of what you did. So, you can go back a few days and say, oh, what did I work on then? Or oh, you know what? I forgot to do that the other day. Let me go back and check. The other really cool thing about it is you guys know that right now you're basically living through history. So you're going to have a record of kind of your day to day. You're going to be able to tell this story to people 20 years from now, 30 years from now, 40 years from now. And if you have some kind of archive where it's documented, here's what we had to do every day. Can you imagine? It might be a good way to look back and say, oh, gosh, that's right. That's what we did do during that time we were all stuck at home and not going to school. So that is the tip of the day. We'll keep working on those. Also, if you have anything else you're having issues with, go back to that Google form. There were only 2 more questions from yesterday that I noticed. The first had to do with the musical. I wish I knew. There's no way to know. As you know, the governor came on. Maybe you don't know. The governor said that we're not going back to school till at least April 20th. So if we do go back to school on April 20th, that's really only going to give us, about 2 months of school to fit in all the things we needed to fit in. I know Mrs. Traver, and we're going to do our best to fit something in. So something will happen with the musical. I have to believe that. Nobody knows what it is right now. And I understand that's a hard place for everybody to be, because there are a lot of questions out there that we just don't have the answers to right now. And that's a hard thing. And, what I'm doing, and that's the only thing I can tell you what I'm doing, I'm taking it day by day. I have my plan for tomorrow, and I haven't moved much farther than that. As your teachers and your principals, we also know that April 20th is the day that we might go back. So that's the day that we're looking forward to. Keep those questions coming. If you watched, one of the things is, if you can't watch and you've missed any of the videos so far, you can go back to the YouTube channel, the school's YouTube channel, and see them all. I don't know if you guys noticed or if you saw, but in the first one, I was trying to do some work, and my younger son decided to shoot me with a Nerf gun. So I've upgraded my game here, and I always do my work with my Mega here, just in case he sneaks around the corner and I can get him before he gets me. So talk about adapting to your new environment and your workspace. I now have to work with a Nerf gun at my side. Challenge of the day. What I want you guys to try and do, and I think this is, we have to look at the good things that are coming out of this, is every day learn something new. Try to do something new. Try to figure something out. It's a good opportunity. We have more time than we normally would during the school year, so make the best of it. I can tell you that, again, if you watched one of the other videos, you know that every night that in my house, one person chooses a movie and the other 3 have to watch it. So one of the movies we watched was Good Burger, and we decided the next day that the thing we were going to learn together was we made Ed's famous sauce. So it was really good. So we grilled some burgers and we put Ed's famous sauce on it. Very tasty. If you haven't tried Ed's famous sauce, you can go online and look for the recipe. There are a bunch. I'd avoid the ones with barbecue sauce. We use ketchup instead. So I'll tell you what, it was good stuff. We actually put it on eggs the next morning for breakfast. We're out right now. We doubled the batch and we're still out. And I think we're going to end up making some more. Another example was, and I don't recommend doing this without your parents' permission, but I taught my 10-year-old how to change the air filter in a car. So, at 10 years old, if you ever need someone to change your air filter in your car, my younger son can do it. So challenge yourself to keep learning something new. Learn to play an instrument. Learn something new on the computer. Learn to fix something. Take something apart. Put it back together. As long as it's yours, not your parents' or younger brothers or older brothers. We don't want to get in trouble. But take the time to teach yourself something new, because right now we have the luxury of time. So let's take advantage of it. So with that, I'm going to say have a great day. Get some work done today. Make sure you take some time for yourself. I'm not sure. I'm looking out the window right now. It doesn't look like a great day. But if the sun peeks out, get outside. Keep the emails coming. I like seeing the comments. I like getting your emails. Show me how you're keeping track of your schedule. Take a screenshot of your daily schedule or what you're doing in notes and send it to me as an email. Love seeing it. Love seeing the questions. Keep them coming. Reach out to your teachers if you need help. We're going to be able to do this. So I'll be back tomorrow at around 9:05 again. Hopefully I won't have a meeting. And with that, I am going to say, have a week can do this Wednesday. Bye, everybody. Have a great day.